I just got in my new dual fuel pizza oven from VEVOR. Now this was sent to me at no cost so I could do the review. I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing out of the box, see everything that it comes with, put it together, and then we're gonna make some pizza. All right, so I've taken everything out of the box and there's actually quite a few pieces to this. I've looked through the manual. It's actually really easy to put this together, pretty straightforward, but there are a lot of pieces. And that's mainly because there's two different ways of, using this. It's dual fuel, so you can use pellets or you can use gas. So if you're using propane, you'll put certain pieces on it, and if you're using pellets, you'll put the other pieces on it. It comes with a carrying case here, handles, things like that. Mostly it's just putting together little handles and stuff like that to get it together. But it's very straightforward. So if you look at the manual, it's got a great manual. Comes right here. Comes with a couple other pamphlets. One of them is how to make your own pizza dough and stuff. And then the other one is other things that you might not think you could do in a little grill like this. But it's not just for pizza. You can do like steaks and different kinds, like chicken wings. I mean, there was a list of things. So you'll want to check that out when you get it. But I'm going to put this thing together and show you what it looks like for us to get ready to use it. So like I said, assembly is very easy. It's really more setup than it is assembly because it does pretty much come all assembled. You just got to put handles on it like this. And when you are going to do wood, you'll have the wood tray in here, which is this. This would be with wood, and then you would, put the pellets in here. You feed them in here. It comes with this little handle piece here where you just put this in here and open it and close it because that will get hot if you need to put more in there. But if you're not using wood pellets, you can just close this, take this out, and then this burner here piece slides in to this part here. It's got two little thumb bolts that you screw in, and now you're hooked up with propane. You can use it either way you want. Great for wood pellets, and you get that kind of wood cooked smell and taste. Or you put the propane unit in here, get that lit up, makes it nice and easy and quick, and you're on your way. So for the first time, we're just going to try the propane burner setup and use propane to cook it because I'm very much a novice at doing this. Now, if you've ever tried to start pellets, you'll know that it takes a little bit of time to get it going. So my little tip here is if you are using those little, wood pellets, the cooking pellets, you're going to want to use like a little hand torch to get those started. They have little fire starters you can put in with the pellets to get the pellets going. But my little trick is I've just got this little torch that screws on the top of a 1 pound propane tank, and you just click it, it lights up, and you can get those pellets cooking at that point. But let's get this thing going. I want some pizza. All right, and here it is. I got it out here on the back patio table, and I'm fixing to light it up. I do have it hooked up to the propane, which is back there. And let me show you the back. So once you've got this hooked up to the propane and the propane turned on, you're going to want to come over here and just push this button in. And then if you listen real hard, you may be able to hear it. And I already heard the flame come on. So when you push in and you turn to the left, it's going to click, and that's going to be the striker to get it sparked and lit. And if it doesn't light the first time, you can turn it back to off and then click it to the left again, and then keep doing that with it pushed in until you get it lit. And if you're standing, on this side, because, the heat comes out of this toward the back, I mean, as soon as I clicked that, I could start feeling heat coming out of the little chimney that it has on it, so I knew it was lit. And of course, you can adjust the flame however you want with that. I'm going to turn it all the way up because we're supposed to preheat it. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this thermostat that's on the side here, this thermometer. And it's up to 300 degrees now. I think it said to get up to 750 before we start using it, so I'm going to check that out. All right, temperature is getting close to 700. We've never done this before, so we're going to go ahead and try it. So first you got to take off this front grate. Be careful, it's going to be very hot. So you're going to want to set it somewhere that can handle that temperature. Then you're going to need yourself a pizza shovel like we have here, pizza pill, pizza spatula, whatever people call them. And then that stone is going to be very hot. The key here is to just be able to slide it onto the stone. Let's see how good I'm going to be at that. Yeah, I'm learning, but I think I did good. Actually, it has a little metal stop back there, so really it looks like you could have just put the pizza all the way to that metal stop and put it down. But now I'm going to put the piece back on, and it said within a couple minutes. So what we found is max is pretty hot. It's great to heat it up to the 700 degrees that it needs to be, but once you get it preheated, you need to drop this down to about halfway, because if you leave it on max, it's way too hot inside of there and you burn your pizza very easily. It's like having your own pizzeria at your house. Came out great. Still learning, but came out great. You know, you really don't have to cook this thing up very high at all. You can have it on a pretty low setting with the propane, and it still cooks pretty quick. I mean, you're talking about a minute or so and you've got a pizza. So really cool cooker. I really like it. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this, and I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.